Okay, this is Orico portable SSD. This is the 4 terabyte, and the PSSD is integrated inside, and this is called Orico FlashGO with a built-in NVMe SSD. So let's see what's actually inside. And my hope is that it's over 2 gigabit per second. That is the goal or golden standard I place for high-end devices like this one. Is let's be real, this is high-end. And let's pull it out. Oh, aluminum. Okay, let's see what else is in the box. Nothing else here. Okay, so we have USB-C to USB-A or C, which is one of those convertible ones, just in case you don't have USB-C on your device. This one converts to USB-A. That's nice, and that's actually quite long. That's cool. Oh, this is only a 10 though. This probably will reach around a gig. Anyway, depending on your laptop, obviously. And oh, we have the other one. That's what I was looking for. Power adapter. This is a barrel style 12 volt 2 amps. Nice. So we have to plug it. And then we have what we really need here. Let's see if it's a 40 or 30, but let's check. Okay, it is a 40. So this should, in theory, have speeds of at least over 2 gigs. But we are about to test it on the laptop. That's how we can know. But let me show you something that I actually appreciate. This design. And this is the front, the power on and off button. And these are like grills. As you see, you can see the other side from here. But the reason for that is that there's a fan here. Yes, there's an actual fan that takes air and moves it around so the SSDs inside or NVMe's stay actually cool. That is really nice design. USB-C is here and the power port is right here. Nice rubber feet, so it's not gonna move. And this will actually be my editing backup. So far, I've been putting them on the main drive the whole time. And, just when you're done with them, just shift them to my hard drives. But now I can go up to 4 terabytes without having to shift to the hard drives at all. Just continue. That is a big, big deal. If the speeds are at least 2 gigabyte per second, that's my main thing, and we'll test them. I know these can go up to just over 3 gigabyte per second, and that's quite a lot. But in reality, anything over 2 gigabytes per second, you are golden. You're good. And I'm just gonna plug it on the port here on the very fancy laptop. I like these laptops because they're really workhorses. And here we are. Plug it right here. Oh, that's it, connected. Now you need to press the button here and it should light up. Yep, it lit up right away and I actually hear the fan. That is nice. And then we just press the button here and let's see what happens. Oh, it lit up right away. Blue indicating operation. And I feel and hear a little fan. Oh, it's actually blowing cold air here. Well, I mean, it just came out of the package, so it's going to have to blow cold air only. And it opened 2 drives. So this might be split 2 and 2. Yep, Orico 1.8 terabyte and 1.86 terabyte. So we have 4 terabyte in this configuration. That's actually very smart because I would like my files to be separate. Okay, let's go with a Blackmagic design and do a quick speed test of what's actually going on with this drive. And right there, let's select our, I'm going to do 1 gig blast like I do with all the drives I ever test. Right here. Let me test drive. They should be both equal, but I just want to do it one by one. Let's hope it's over 2 gigs. That's all I care here. Oh, just a little bit over 2 gigs. That's actually really nice. Reads, I don't really care. Write is what I really care. So it's right around that 2 gigs. Nice. And you can leave it like that all day. We'll keep blasting that 1 gig. Oh, now it's going a little bit higher. Look at that. So it's right around 2 gigs right now, according to Blackmagic Design. Because, we have to rely on what we have. Okay, so Orico has been plugged in. And we have here 2 terabytes each. And, well, looks like it's split good. Okay, well, let's start with Crystal Disk. I mean, Blackmagic Disk speed test is good, but it doesn't give the bursts and all that. It's more made for video, so I'm gonna go with Crystal Disk. I know this one works, and we're gonna select H and then I right after. So let's go with the first one. I'm gonna leave it 1 gig burst with 3 passes, and well, let's hit all, and let's see what the real world looks to this disk. Oh, around 2 gigs. That's actually not bad at all. Let's see the right. So the first one is a sequential big file transfer, and that's 2 gigs. That's actually really good. And the second one is a single thread, single queue at 1.2 gigs. That's still great. And let's see, what else do we have here? The third should be a small file access for like apps and games and just quick loading. I'm happy with that. Let's see now the right. I don't think we need the random one, but I'm gonna let it finish anyway. But let's see the write speeds now. It's gonna go into that, and it's preparing the sequential write at this point. Yep, around 2 gigs. These are good real world speeds. Let's check the single queue, single thread now. 1.6 gigs. I'm actually happy with that. Gotta tell you, I am happy with that. Okay, this is quite balanced now. 218. Happy with that. Last two don't really play a big role, but I'm gonna let it finish to whatever it's doing right now. Boom, 49. That's good. So 2 gigs, we can call this one. I'm gonna stop it here. I don't want to go more than that, but this is actually really good. Let's go to the second drive and test it too. This one right here, and I'm gonna do all again, just like we did with this one. 1 gig burst, 3 passes, and all that stuff. So let's see what this one has to say. Should be the same, but after retest we will know for sure. Okay, so yeah, it's pretty much the same, give or take. 198. Okay, that is actually quite good, even though those last ones I really don't care as much as you might think. I'm just happy that they're quite balanced with each other. It's not that one drive is going very high and one very low. That to me matters. And this one is doing absolutely perfect. So I'm gonna wait now for the right. Yep, it's the same as the first one. That's actually really good. And here it goes. And now we're just gonna transfer a quick file. That's more like a simulation of real world instead of kind of real world. Okay, and here are some videos that I would like to drop in just to check what's going on. Probably this one. Oh, it just transferred without even telling me? What? It was that fast? Do I have any videos that would be a little bit larger, I guess? Okay, this one is 3 gigs. Let's drop the 3 gig video. Wow, that was actually fast. Cool. Okay, let's test the second one. This video on it. Boom, just like that. 3 gigs like it was nothing. Okay, let me fire up Filmora and try to edit that video from Orico directly. Okay, without being fancy, I just edit with Filmora. That's the simplest. And we're inside Orico here, and I'm gonna grab the video, drop it here, and just drop it at 1440. That's usually my normal upload. And we're gonna do just a quick silence cut that creates enough trouble for the speeds to see if it can export now this video directly to Orico. That's the whole point I want to make here. Okay, that's more than enough cuts for one video. And I can scrub really good. Okay, well, let's export this video now directly to Orico. This LED butterfly. I don't know why I have that. Doesn't matter. Let's go Orico, select folder, and we're going to leave it as is and hit export. Yep, actually this is really good. Oh yeah, so now I can actually edit and export directly to this Orico. So I don't need to place videos in and out and do all that like I used to. Actually it looks really good. I just put it on top of the PC and just connect it to one of the ports there. Really nice. And the funny thing is that my main multi-drive is actually an Orico as well. Because they actually do good products. I mean, if somebody does something good, I like it. And yeah, that's where I have the big storage boys inside. Yep, it's an Orico 5-bay drive that I really, really like. And now I have a 4 terabyte here. Cool. Keep it up, Orico. I really like what you're doing.